So I did a video a while ago on EDC pistols, or kind of the last pistol I'll ever need, and the more I go to it, the more this year I've been carrying my Lone Wolf Timberwolf compact. This is a really good pistol, and I'll do a breakdown right now. So this is my Timberwolf compact pistol. This is chambered at 9mm. It is about Glock 19 size. The grip is a little more comfortable than a Glock 19. You can see it's got finger grooves that I cut down a little bit, and I retextured the front and the back of the gun. I did not touch the side because I find the side doesn't really do much for me. And I cut the undercut on the grip a little more. My accessories on this gun, which are not necessary but they help, is a Holosun 507C and a Streamlight TLR7 Alpha. And this is a really good option for all-around pistol use. This has the backup iron sights, which are Trijicon HDs, which are, in my opinion, unnecessarily good for being backup to the Holosun sight. I'm okay with just standard black iron sights if I'm doing a red dot. What's nice about this red dot cut on this Zev slide is that it's lower than you would have with like a Glock MOS system, and allows the red dot actually to co-witness ever so slightly. I'm not sure if I can show you. Whoop, with those sights. The sights are just barely into the window of the red dot, so you can use them if your dot goes off in a pinch. So I really like this pistol. It has the Lone Wolf Ultimate Adjustable Trigger, which is pretty good. It's a little light actually, so you don't have a defined, you have kind of a squishy part right here. You don't quite have a defined wall, maybe a little here, a little squishy, and then it goes. It's actually a pretty decent trigger, but I think I'm actually gonna change the connector in here to a stock Glock connector. It's got a lightweight connector. It has the extended slide release, which doesn't bother me. I don't have any issues with that, and it has a flared magwell. The thing you gotta note on the magwell is that it will not take 10-round magazines, Glock factory 10-round magazines. It will take ETS or Magpul or some of those other 10-round mags, but it won't take Glock factory 10-round mags because they sit differently than the full-size Glock 19 mags. Has the Gen 1 frame. There's a Gen 2 of this out now. I don't believe you can find the Gen 1s anymore. It has a proprietary magazine release that is like Gen 3 but slightly larger. It takes a Gen 4 trigger housing, and the front of the slide is a Gen 3. So it's kind of a hybrid Gen 3, Gen 4 firearm. Internally, it is pretty standard Glock. But the slide is all aftermarket everything. I have Zev components in most of the slide, S3F Solutions barrel, and a steel standard weight recoil spring and guide rod. So yeah, this is a solid firearm, and I really do like it. Anyway, I don't think I have any shooting footage of this configuration, but I like it quite a bit, and it is becoming my daily carry, like genuinely every day. It's set up so I can carry it at night when I'm walking the dog. I'm comfortable with distance shots with the red dot, more distance than I am with the iron sights, and it's just a really solid pistol, and in this configuration has yet to cause any kind of hiccups. I have had the gun in a previous configuration with a different slide, and that caused there were a couple of hiccups with extraction, but once that was addressed, it worked fine. It worked perfectly then, and it's worked perfectly now for about 1,200 rounds. So going from there, again, I would just want this to be awesome. It doesn't have to look pretty, but it's got to function, and right now it's functioning great. So I just need to put more rounds through this and make sure that everything is dialed in. Anyway, guys, that's what I got. If you have a chance to find one of these Timberwolf frames, either the Gen 1 or the current gen, I really do recommend them. If you're not a huge fan of the Glock standard size frame, for whatever reason the grip is not hitting you or whatever, unlike the Polymer 80 frames, this does fit in Glock factory holsters, which is awesome. The trigger guard on the front is the right shape and everything. It fits in Safariland holsters made for Glocks, or any polymer holsters I've had made for Glocks. The holster I use for this gun is a G-Code Shadow? I don't know. G-Code holster. I'll annotate it right here. Anyway, this is for the TLR7 and cut for an RMR, and it fits and works great. So, yeah, there you go. Anyway, guys, on that note, stay safe out there if you're carrying a gun like this, or any gun for self-defense. Keep your finger off the damn trigger until you're ready to fire. And make sure when you're holstering and unholstering, nothing is getting in that trigger guard. It's your responsibility not to shoot yourself or have an ND. See you guys.